Do I trim the hair on the bottom of my rabbit's feet? Well, my friend, thank you very much for asking this question, because it is one that some people may really need to know. And the very fast, very easy answer is no, I do not. And unless there is a very specific reason for doing it, you should not be either. And let's talk about why. If you've ever seen the foot of a dog or a cat, I'm sure you have seen their toe pads or paw pads. These are specific organs which evolved to help cushion the weight of the animal's body every time its limb came in contact with the ground. It relieves the pressure so that the sheer weight of their body isn't coming down full force just on their bone every time it comes in contact with the ground when it walks. It also elevates them very slightly, but enough so in some situations it might help them stay a little dry. Rabbits, on the other hand, do not have this. Instead, rabbits have a thick, super dense layer of fur covering their feet everywhere they come in contact with the ground. Up near the toes, it will be slightly thicker and slightly longer. That thick, dense layer on a rabbit's feet essentially takes the place of what a toe pad would do for a dog or a cat. It provides that extra layer of cushioning, protection, waterproof layer so that when the rabbit comes down onto the ground, it's not smashing those bones right into the ground. It's got something to absorb some of the padding. Also, an interesting fact that I learned, one more reason that a rabbit has fur on its feet is to help avoid predators. Having fur on its feet actually helps them be more quiet if they have to get off from a running start and there are predators around. It acts as a dampener for sound. Now, rabbits do have something slightly akin to toe pads right at the very base of each of their nails. I just learned this and I found pictures of it. These toe pads are not meant to do the same thing that a dog or cat's toe pads would, though, because they don't lift the whole rabbit's foot up. They're only right there at the base of the nails. I'm going to throw a wild guess out here. This is just my hypothesis, but based on what I know of rabbit movement, I'm guessing it's because if they have to get going from a running start, they're going to dig those front nails and toes into the ground and push off fast to get leverage. And right there, under where those nails and toes dig in, is where the most pressure is probably going to be being applied. So I'm guessing they're there to just give it that extra little tiny bit of padding. That's my hypothesis. What do you think? So now we know why we have hair on the feet. What happens if you do end up cutting it? Well, a lot of stuff that's not good. And the first that comes to mind is sore hocks. Without that extra cushioning barrier there, that rabbit's bone's going to be coming down nice and hard. And all that weight is going to be pushing on basically the rabbit's bone and skin right into whatever it is they're sitting on or resting on. That's not going to feel good. And they'll start developing sores on their feet, sore hocks. It also causes the foot to no longer be waterproof everywhere. And sometimes water will get in there, or urine. It can get up in If the foot maybe got cut but not cut evenly, water can get in there underneath some of the layers that might still be waterproofed and get trapped in there, and it can cause fungal infections. Not a nice thing to deal with, and believe me, it does not smell good. Not to mention, there's also going to be residual effects of this over time if a rabbit has its feet trimmed continuously. That pressure that is no longer being absorbed by what would have been the cushioning is going to transfer right up to their hocks, through their joints. And, well, I have not done research on this. Based on what I do know from the experience I've had working in vets' offices and my formal education, I'm guessing it's probably going to lead to some issues with arthritis or other bone issues. Hello, mister. You are such a sweetheart. He is. So, if you don't cut them, then how do you take care of them? Do they even need taken care of? Well, of course they do. So, let's talk about what we need to do to keep our rabbits' feet healthy. One of the number one things we can do to keep our rabbits' feet healthy and our bunnies happy is provide them with a safe, adequate, clean living environment that is appropriate to their breed and their size. Rabbits that are kept on wire will often enjoy a resting pad. Now, this is not necessarily something that is essential for smaller breed rabbits that weigh less, and that would be because there's not as much sheer weight from the rabbit pushing down between the floor of the cage and the rabbit's foot. However, I have a few rabbits that like to use them, so I like to provide them. On the other hand, I have some that I will give them to and they could care less. They would rather lay on the wire. So, to each his own. If you have a house rabbit or a free-range rabbit, you want to make sure that wherever its designated space of living is, it's its bedding area, or wherever it generally likes to lay, is also kept clean and free of debris. If you use blankets for a covering, make sure they're changed and washed regularly so that the rabbit is not consistently standing in a wet, soiled area. The next thing that you should be doing to help keep your rabbit's feet healthy and happy is, just like the rest of them, grooming. And it's a pretty simple process. And we're going to show you what I do with little Mr. El Macho here, who is a sweetheart. He's about 13 weeks old. He's in the process of losing his baby coat and getting his adult coat. So his feet are super fuzzy. See on the ends there? Because the hair under that toe part actually does get molted out when they transition. But grooming them, super simple process. I use a slicker and I just comb them all out. All I gotta do, I make sure there's no debris anywhere on them. Comb them out. Oops. Check that all their nails are there and healthy and that they don't need trimmed. If they need trimmed, I will trim them. But plain and simple, that's all there is to it. So I hope this helped you. And if you thought of anything that I've missed, or if you have some additional piece of wisdom that you'd like to share about caring for your rabbit's feet, please share it, because sharing information is one of the fastest and kindest ways we can help each other grow.